Good evening. This is Barely Competent Gaming. I'm Jim. And how's everybody this evening? I need to work out on that intro. Hey, Brooks. Would you rather I called you Brooks, or seeing as I actually know your real name? You mean to ask the other guys I know about that? Ooh, my Connect seems to be doing stuff. Aha! Why is Connect opening Skype on my Xbox? Connect never really works. Cancel. I just have my Xbox just for the just so I can kind of keep an eye on the stream, just see if it's going to cut out or whatever. Yeah, so I should have had it muted, like during the start screen. I thought that when you started talking in the chat, it's like, oh, I'm not ready yet. I tried to get it up like a few minutes before I go live. I mean, as I can start getting more viewers and people actually start making an effort to come and watch the stream as opposed to just randomly stumbling across it, which most people are going to do, it'll be more important. But yeah, I didn't mean to have it. I meant to have it muted at that stage. Just because I don't know if I was talking, I might have been mumbling to myself. But until the camera's up and stuff, I shouldn't really, because I'm just kind of getting myself sorted at that point. Still doing bits and pieces. I've been waiting for the game still to load. Anyway, it's Friday. And as like all the cool kids, Fridays for playing Warhammer. Or every day's for playing Warhammer at the moment, until I get bored of the game. But really enjoying the stream. If you're anybody who was watching yesterday or who's caught up on the VODs or wants to get onto YouTube, it was the last couple of hours of incredibly eventful. It was largely a consolidation kind of game. I'm not sure when you were last watching, Brooks, but we streamed for quite a bit this week, so we're probably a lot further ahead than we thought. We've dealt with Clans Pestilence a few games ago, and Itza is our firm ally, and I believe they just took out Clan Eshen, and Clan Eshen were around here. They only had like one settlement anyway. Yeah, in fact it was this turn. Faction destroyed Clan Eshen. We started. Well, we knew it was going to happen eventually. That we would go to war against the Orcs. It was just kind of inevitable. They were on our border. I was kind of worried because it was on the wrong direction. We want to be going west into the Southlands more than so I was kind of hoping somebody else would deal with them. But I can't remember which way around it was. I don't know if the Orcs declared war on Itza or Itza declared war, but being my allies, I didn't want to let them. I wasn't at war with anybody else. So we helped them defeat some of the armies. And I believe we made sure Itza got these two. Our intention was, and still kind of is, in the long term, I'll try and get this settlement, and then I'm not sure if I want to expand too far north. Being at war with them, we actually finally managed to get slightly friendly with Hexawatl and Mazdamundi, because ideally I would like him to be my ally and kind of just defend against the Dark Elves. But then Teclis, who I always hoped, the original plan right from the off was to be friends with Teclis. He goes north, I go south and round. But he just did nothing. That's a pretty delayed reaction, Dave? You're only just catching up? Or is there really that much of a delay? I know there's a bit of a delay. Let's check that out. I know when there's difficulties, there's a bigger delay than there otherwise. So no, yeah, Teclis, he only ever expanded. We went in the early game. We went in a joint war against the Dark Elf factions that were here. I forget what they were called. And I think the Dark Elves declared war on Teclis. So I took the Chamber of Visions and he took the Blood Hole. This was really early on. It's like first 10, 15 turns of the game or something like that. And as far as I can tell, Teclis has done nothing since. That is until about 5 or 6 turns ago, or a couple of hours at the end of last week, and they decided to backstab me. Well, so it kind of started going. First of all, they they took away my military access, and we were slowly declining. Because I hadn't explored, I got friendly with a lot of these guys because nobody liked the Skaven, and I fought the Skaven a lot, so that was a good way of making friends. But because the Order of Lot Masters hadn't really done anything, they didn't seem to really care. So we could tell it was kind of coming. I didn't expect it to come that quickly. So my armies weren't here, and they managed to come and take the Chamber of Visions. And I say it was fully built up. I had both of these buildings, 5,000, 6,000 plus that. That's 14,000 we effectively lost. We've managed... Yeah, there is a big jump. Yeah, it's interesting. I wonder if there's anything different in the settings about that. Because it seems even bigger than normal. I don't know if there's more of an issue at their side. There's not been huge amounts of times when had people chatting. Earlier in the week, was it this time last week? I had somebody in for a couple of hours just chatting as I went. And it didn't seem to be as big of a delay as what there seems to be now. Part of that could be at your end, possibly as well. Because I think all the technical difficulties are kind of sorted out. Well, they should be. Anyway, and so yeah, Teclis, not only did they come and take this one, they destroyed it. I used the special Necrotect. We had this guy hanging around for ages finding the suitable settlement, so we've just took this last turn. We actually, Teclis had his whole stack in here. We couldn't get armies back in time, but we managed to hold out a bit. We had done enough damage when he attacked the settlement that made him just hang around here and replenish for a few turns to do some extra recruiting, which gave us time to bring our 2 armies down and take it back. But now we've got to rebuild it, which is a pain because it's going to be expensive. But we're going to destroy Teclis now. We're going to have to. I was quite happy to leave him alive and just have him there, but he's going to... Well, simply for this betrayal, he deserves to die, but as more importantly than that, as well, he got the Citadel of Dusk in on the war, which is kind of a mixed blessing because we needed to go to war against these eventually anyway, because there's a Book of Nagash there. So it has brought their armies out, but they've taken 3 settlements of ours, and we didn't really have anybody down here. Both armies were in the north, and we were just getting to this point where, yeah, I wrote that minutes ago. Yeah, it does feel like that. Let me just have a quick look in the settings on Twitch. I don't know. There is something about a delay. I'm sure that's in the Twitch settings. Because I know you can actually choose to have a longer delay if you want to, and I've seen people online do it. Things like, especially when they're playing something like a multiplayer, I saw it a lot on. You know, they're playing on public servers, and if there's an issue where somebody might snipe, you can create a bigger delay. Just give me a second. I know there is something here, but I've never really played around with it. I've never felt the need to. But let's have a look. I don't know if it was in Twitch itself. I probably wouldn't be able to change it, especially. It might be a case of resetting the stream. In fact, Dave, can you do me a favor and try refreshing your screen as well? Yeah, refresh your screen, and then we'll try again just to see. There's always a possibility the problem is at your end, so I might be looking at nothing. It's tricky to say unless there's, obviously you're only having the one person in chat. And of course it's going to take you a couple of minutes to get up to that point. Oh, well, actually I can just type it into chat myself, can't I? Do me a favor. And try refreshing your screen. You are back. You can see how much of a delay there, because the typing, there's no delay on the typing. So reading it out, you'll see. I don't think it's in Twitch anyway. Let's go to the dashboard. Quickly in the setting. I know it's definitely limited on what kind of. I wonder if there's anything. To the ideal studio mode. Sorry about this. I know it's not very exciting. Keyframe interval. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't necessarily know what some of this stuff means. I'll probably have to look at. There's something here on the thing about keyframe interval. I don't know what that means. So it will probably take me a while. Probably just have to make do for a moment. I just kind of hope it's. I'm gonna hope it's a problem at your end. Just for the moment. Oh, you've reset. Okay, let's see how much. Tell me when I type this. I type this. You'll see if that's any better. Oh, now? Is that... Oh, you putting the time in? 2022? Well, that's the same as me on my computer. Okay, so that seems to have worked then, because that's definitely a lot. You seem to be a lot more responsive, because that was definitely. It did seem like. Well, yeah, okay. Okay, I think that's probably. I've seen that a lot on other people's streams, and I do. Well, not necessarily that particular issue, but I guess it's from experience. People. I hear streamers often tell people, try refreshing your browser first before I start looking at stuff. Okay, well that's good to know for future reference. Yeah, and how to fix it is to tell you to fix it. Not my problem. Sort it out yourself. Right. Anyway, so these guys. It's worse, and it's not just they took these settlements. We're at kind of a position we were just about to. It was really awkward timing. We can actually build. We hadn't bothered building our third army yet, and we actually now have access to a fourth because we didn't feel we needed. We weren't fighting wars on many fronts. But yeah, there was an issue. We sent our Lord exploring, going around and grabbing the islands and such. My idea was, I can just disband that guy and then get a new Lord. You would do that with everybody. But you can't disband an immortal Lord, and all the Tomb Kings are immortal. An immortal or legendary Lord. So I had to bring him back, and he was like good 10 turns away. And I was already bringing him back, but he was a good 5 turns away. And we were about 5 turns away from being able to build the other army, based on our research. And our only 2 armies were up in the north fighting the Orcs. So we were completely vulnerable down here. And that's why we lost these settlements. And what made it worse is this. We were building this up to be our main recruitment hub. So these were well built up and had a lot of expensive buildings there. So if you saw my notification on Twitch that I was going live, this is what I mean. This stream's about revenge. Now, I forget which turn it was exactly where we ended. I think we literally had the battle against Teclis. So I can recruit another Lord, but I can't do it this turn. I'm sure I'm supposed, yeah. So I can, because of the way we've stacked some of the abilities and such, we can actually recruit a level 7 Lord next turn. Which is one of the things we've been trying to do. There's 3 different things. I believe it's a combination of, I forget, it's this building, adds +2. We've got this right active at the moment, which gives +3. And there's something else that's giving us +1. I think it's a skill. There was one of the buildings that got destroyed over in the Chamber of Visions, also gave us another +1. So we were hoping for some level 8 lords, but anyway, that's kind of caught us up to speed. Luckily though, there were some odd shenanigans about how we had to get there, but I won't go into it. It seems some funny game logic. You had to watch the end of yesterday's stream to see that. So this guy, we've damaged him enough. Next turn, these units took like 2 turns to build and such, so this army's going to be ready to move out. Because these are relatively small armies, so we're going to be able to start taking some of this back. And while we build up the 4th army, we're just going to build up what troops we can, and then try and maybe get possibly all 4 of our armies together and reshuffle out the troops as we see fit. This guy gets some bonuses to Ushabti and stuff, so this is going to be my, I want to have a kind of an army. Sorry, that's streamed very much around the constructs. Of course, that sounds like fun. I'm sure we're saving our money for something in particular. I think there's a reason why I'm not repairing this. It's only going to cost me 400. Let's do it, because otherwise I'm going to get this notification all the time. Oh yes, I believe, yeah, I said a couple of streams ago that I was going to try and start my streams at the start of a turn, but I reckon this is rather than at the end of the turn. I normally like get to an end of the turn and say like, oh, that's enough, I've had enough playing. Because if I start again, it's always like, oh, I just do this, I just do that. But I figured this would be relatively eventful. Yeah, he had another small army coming over, but clearly with Technus being destroyed, I mean, it's basically a sit and duck. These settlements are all fully built up. So I should be able to get some good buildings. There should be some good buildings there if I take it. I mean, they get downgraded a level, but his main settlement's are level 5. I mean, this isn't the end of the world. Wow, he moved quick.
What would you have of me?
No, I don't want to join that war. Not until I'm good and ready. See, because my plan yesterday, there's basically 4 books of Nagash within range of us, or, you know, within striking distance. And my plan yesterday was to get all of them. We only got 1 in the end, because these wars distracted us. Because we started yesterday's stream, not a war with anybody. But yeah, best laid plans, eh? Oh, no events, no pop-ups.
I reign.
Right, do I?
Certainly not. Misguided.
Can he come and will he be able to find me if these guys aren't? It's difficult to tell how far his
Unwise.
movement range is from here when they're in a different stance. Just what the movement range in the current stance, but they're just recruiting and stuff.
Certainly
I probably
not.
want to. I'll probably try and destroy the armies first. He's only just taken it, so there's not going to be much in the way of a garrison. I don't think his army's good enough to take out all 3 of these. They're all small,
Certainly not.
weak armies.
Futile.
It's a very hobbled together army. Sorry, we won't. I'm going to take the Sentinels of Time back. Yeah.
To war for
Just might as well stick these on somebody.
Nehekara will be mine.
So we need to start building up our fourth army now.
Sack it.
Oh, at least we get some extra canopic jars, I guess.
Take it for me.
I don't think this one, Sentinels of Time, was particularly built up, so it's not like we've lost a massive amount. Right, let's recruit another lord. Yeah, Setep of the 5th dynasty. He doesn't give us any... He has some cool faction-wide abilities. The extra +2 rank for Lich Priest is good. And the extra 5 winds of magic power reserve. There seems to be, that seems to crop up a lot, that type of skill, and it soon adds up. I think that's a kind of a skill that even just normal Lich Priest can get. I don't know if I had in mind. I like to theme my armies a little bit. So it's like the guy who gives bonuses to shout to, you're going to make him lots of constructs. I don't know if I had something in particular in mind, so... I think we can't go wrong with upgrading the basic infantry. Because you're always going to need some infantry. My second lord I'm focusing more on chariots. I was going to say cavalry, but no, it's chariots really. I don't think that's necessarily going to be that good, but if I have a chariot army, I just want to try it out a bit, see if it really goes anywhere. Maybe I made this one a bit more generic for now. A bit more balanced, should I say, not generic. Generic makes them sound boring. And do we have anything we can recruit straight away? Right, we should. Oh, that's interesting. We had, I forgot with this army, one of the characters, I believe it's the Lich Priest, gives +1 recruitment rank. I should have left him behind. Get this to be a bit of a support. This Necrotech, obviously, we're going to try and make him a fairly decent fighter. These 4 characters are not all necessarily going to stay in this army. It's just I was using these characters to kind of hold up the other armies, using block army and just trying to buy time. This is why he's being spec'd into assault units. He'll probably go into an army though. Probably in the long term, you can probably afford to get both lines of skills. I should have another Necrotech over here as well. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm bringing him down. He's going to be able to... He's definitely set up as a specialist. He was assassinating some of the vampire characters up north, but he's going to come down and try and destroy the walls down here so we can have an easier time walking in.
Me as your highness.
Right, we've got nothing we can summon straight away. But we have... I wonder if it's worth considering... We haven't bothered with any of these units yet. I've been kind of trying to beeline for these, and I might say carry on saving my canopic jars. These are... So we only got 2 more of these to get, and then we can get this last skill, which is give us another access to another army, and increase our global recruitment capacity and -1 duration. So for a lot of things, it just means we'll be able to build a lot more troops quickly. As an example here, because a lot of these cost... Oh, these only cost 1 on global. When does that change? I thought they always cost 2. It's normally longer anyway. But I mean, these guys all cost 2. They will end up taking 1 turn, and then I'll be able to recruit 6. Plus, if I've got local, I'll be able to recruit 9 units a turn. Right, scorpions. We've only got one of the scorpion buildings, which gives us access to two, but our Necrotech has got... He came with a special ability, which allowed him to recruit... Allows me to build two more. Plus he's gone past level 10. Oh yeah, it's my specialist, in fact. I'm not sure exactly where we're going to want it in the long term. I don't really fancy waiting 4 turns for these guys, so I'll save these. But it's going to be 4 turns anyway, in fact, so we might as well... yeah, 2 turns for that, and then another 2 turns. It's a 6 hour. We will, once we get our armies a bit closer together, we'll be able to sort out and spread these guys around. Although I like the idea of having 4 of those units in the construct army. Oh yeah, so in fact, actually, yeah, that's only going to take...
Your Highness.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's fine, fine. 4 turns. 2 turns we'll get some of them. 5 turns, population 4. I don't think these guys are necessarily able to reach straight away. I don't know how... Oh, these are fully replenished. God, I hope they can't reach actually. There's potentially going to be a mistake, but we'll see. Right, now let's see over here. We'll make a beeline straight for their capital, I think. I guess they just move them back. They're going to start recruiting more. Oh, it's not the greatest garrison in the world, but it is like a level 5 settlement. Thriving elven colony. Oh, I think I probably want to save my money so I can start building these back straight away. Yeah, an extra 5 canopic jars, because the second level give me 10 canopic jars a turn. And at the moment we tend to make 18, so that would have been 28 a turn, which is quite nice.
A fool's errand.
Whose territory is that? Oh, yeah, there's the line. He needs to replenish a touch.
Scream!
Oh, and she doesn't need to replenish particularly, which is annoying because she... Maybe we'll just move these both up to here.
I will not.
Yeah, because I want to get a bit of replenishment anyway. At least for him. It's not going to take him that long. They could potentially come through the sea. Oh, we can't see what's up there, but last time I saw there was an army there. And because he lost the full stack, it's going to take him some time to react. Right, here and not here.
My own counsel.
This is our guy who's just exploring. He's...
Onwards, legions!
We had a mission over here, but now I want to go over this way and see if Ark in the Black, how he's doing. I have a feeling he's not doing very well. We got a commandment. Oh, it's in this one, wasn't it? We got -1. I forget what we had here before. We had sorted out the public order problem. Maybe we just go with public order for a little bit longer. It's not like we're going to have a rebellion soon. What about our northern territories? A lot of our places are actually having issues. I mean, rebellion 155 turns. It's not exactly like a mad rush. This place is going to take a while. Am I doing anything over here to improve it? Well, I can't afford to, but we've got time. Yeah, that will sort itself out in a turn. And yeah, this one's going to have some issues for a bit because it's with all the fighting here. Okay, that should be fine. I haven't really met the Dark Elves. I mean, I only met the Dark Elves because of there was an event. But that's Malekith's and Morathi's factions have now joined together. If that means one of them's weak. Oh shit! I saw this coming, didn't I? Okay, alright. I'm gonna fight this one. Just to see, try and do as much damage as I can. It depends on what the... I mean, I've done quite well, depending on the terrain, actually. If there's some woods and stuff, I can... Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna... Oh, is red where they're gonna start? I'm gonna fight it. You can use some kind of shenanigans with the fighting in a bit of a guerrilla type style. Maybe I should have put that army into ambush in that little... That's what I should have done. I should have been more smart about that. It's not the end of the world. This place was just sacked anyway. It's the more the issue is we'll lose a turn of recruitment. And the Lord, potentially, actually. We would have to wait a few turns for the Lord to come back. Because we can't replace the Lords in the armies. I don't think. There was something weird about it. I don't know, it seems like a weird bug. I managed to do it yesterday. When I transferred all of the army's units into another army, I then had the option to kick him and completely disband the whole army. But I couldn't just get rid of the Lord, even if he was by himself with nobody else, to replace him with somebody else. It was weird. I don't know. It didn't seem logical, and it seems like there's a bug somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly which way it's intended to go. Got a lot of archers. Yeah, I'm on this side. I would have rather to have been on the other side. And yeah, he's standing right in the middle. We've got to all just hide behind this tree. I don't know. Don't know. Because at least when you're hiding behind the trees, you can... What I would do is hide these in the tree, have a unit further behind, because they can outrange me. And basically bait them over with like the one unit they can see, in order to set up some kind of an ambush type scenario. As long as we're all just going to group together, but it's obviously not really going to be possible when no race for the woods. I don't think that's a necessarily a good idea. Oh, I should have locked them, shouldn't I? So they kept their formation. Because they've got a lot more archers than me. So I need to try and isolate units. In fact, let's send the cavalry over this way. Let's try and distract them a bit, peel off a couple of units. God. Yeah, oh, they're gonna evaporate really bloody quickly. Uh-oh. I'm just going to send my skeletons in to try and distract them a bit. I'm going to scale my horsemen. And the skellies here, actually, they're going to get caught anyway. You might as well hold them up a bit. The only quote-unquote win scenario here is if we manage to take out one of their units or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is probably a... Yeah, the more I think about this, the more I realise what a bloody waste of time this was. They're not doing well at all. What if we can get them to be more useful over here? Let's get the Tomb King in. They're not really getting away, are they? Yeah, let's just speed this up. This one's... If I'd started the other way around, it might have been alright. Because what I've been doing largely with those tactics was isolating a sea guard or something like that. What it would be nice if I time it right. I've got to lose just enough guys, 375 guys, to be able to. I'll be able to summon in the Ushabti, which might do more damage. I don't think they generally will, but by that point most of my army's gone. Oh. Just try and kill some of the. I had him going after the Lord, but. Are you guys actually even shooting? Yeah, everybody's about to crumble. Yeah, everybody's dying real quick now. Can you just... I'm going to pause it the moment this is available. And try and cast it. It takes a few seconds for it to come in. I have a funny feeling the rest of my army will evaporate before they get a chance to come in. Focus on those guys, will you? Now my army's not completely evaporating at this point. We only need a few more people to go. There we go. Nice, so we could do a bit more damage. Hopefully, they just sack this settlement. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'd say it doesn't matter, it's still a pain in the arse anyway. What's going on? Oh, that's his curse. Yeah, when he gets below 50% health, it causes just a bunch of damage to the people around him. It's difficult to see how effective. I don't know. It looked like it was doing a lot. Oh, those spearmen are well, they're half strength. Oh, maybe I did a lot more than I thought, but... What? That was weird. Huh? For some reason I've got an extra unit. Why did I have an extra unit? I feel like that must have been some kind of a bug. You only get one of these. Huh. I don't know. Well, they got a few extra kills before they evaporate. I said, I don't think my computer will necessarily it's good enough to get in this close. It just started getting really laggy. I do love these models though. I wish I definitely need to get myself a better PC. Nah. When they die, they just turn back into statues and fall over. Really cool. Oh, I lost the Lord as well. I mean, he's still going to be here in my pool. They're immortal, but he's going to take a few turns to come back. And I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm not 100% sure if I can recruit another Lord and then replace him with this one. But this guy's technically already recruited. It's possible I might be able to replace a Lord with one I've already recruited. But not recruit a new Lord that way, if you get what I mean. It's a bit strange. I'm not entirely sure the rules of how that works. Seems a bit funny. God, killed 96. Woo. I mean, that's a lot of elves, I guess, but they'll probably replenish that in a turn or two. Hopefully they sack. I mean, it's not the end of it. Rather than raising it. I mean, we've still got the capital. What I'll do the next army, I'll raise it in the capital, which will have walls at least, if nothing else. Yeah, they've taken it. Oh dear. Well, that was a misstep. I'm going to blame the streaming on that. There is a tendency when you're like thinking about, oh, let's make sure to keep an eye on chat. Is the stream stable and is the camera all lined up? That's what I'm blaming it on, being sidetracked by that. We just call it like takes a little bit to get back into it after not playing it for a day. Well, when I say a day, literally 24 hours. I haven't explored the Dark Elf lands at all, really. Oh, Satep has been wounded. He literally only just came back. We literally just resurrected him from the dynasty after his long sleep, and then he died almost straight away. Disaster. Ooh. Yeah, we don't know the Dark Elf territories at all, I don't think. It's still completely in the fog of war. We basically only went north far enough to meet Mazda Mundi. Right, at the end of the turn I'll have another look at the diplomacy situation. I can't remember exactly where you were, if if we are trading with everybody we can. Right, let's recruit a lord here. Oh, no, that's what I wanted to see. How long is it going to take before Setep can come back? 4 turns. Now, out of interest,
To be trusted.
yeah, this is confusing to me. I don't know. I have a funny feeling I can do it at the moment, replace him, because I haven't reached my army limit yet. I don't know. We'll see. I want to recruit another lord now anyway, just so we can Doesn't matter which one, just so we can start recruiting units. Neither of these are going to really help in that role. We might as well go with this guy. He's
They will feel the
he's going to be recruiting the Scorpions,
my throne.
and this settlement does have walls and a bit of a better garrison anyway, so it should hold out to these guys attacking. So let's try that again, shall we? I wonder if this... I'm going to assume I'm not going to use this guy for a army ever. He is rank 7, so I might... But I will try and go down this skill tree. Yeah, because if I can get to... He does generate some canopic jars each turn. Might as well add a bit of public order, and yes, straight away he can get attend me, which will allow me to start recruiting an extra unit. And if I cancel all of those, I should be able to... Hang on, did I do that properly? Unit experience +1 for all unit recruits. Has that not come into effect then? Because this one should be given +2, so these guys that he recruits should be on rank 3. Oh, it is now, but we just took a moment to refresh. So now we can build 4 Scorpions here, and we can get a huge Jumpty as well within 4 turns. Awesome. It worked out. No, I'm not going to say it worked out alright. We lost a turn of recruitment, which was not good whatsoever. I should have actually tried to... I should have recruited here even just some basic kind of guys in 1 turn. There's no reason I shouldn't have, because they don't cost me any money, and I could have disbanded them as soon as I wanted to put something better in. Let's... Oh, I'll increase this one because... Does that come with an area effect? Yeah, that one already has an area effect. So this one doesn't come with an area effect, but once it's upgraded, it will. I've got a few spare weapons by the looks of it, actually. Did we...
My will be done.
We already equipped this guy with some gear that we had. We don't exactly have much at the moment. We have to build our own. Let's give it to this guy. We have a bit of armor. Might as well have it. We haven't got any spare weapons or enchanted items or talismans even. So we haven't got much. And we've got nothing to spare there. Oh, what skill is he? A Sphinx?
Beloved of Asaph.
Extra War Sphinx. I mean, we can't build War Sphinxes yet, but we'll have to, I say, prioritise that build, and I think it's going to have to be here. Yeah, I think we were... Oh, I think that's why we were prioritising growth over here. Military presence 5 and characters 8.
No challenge
There is some corruption, instability. I'll leave it for a moment to build up. It's just I want to see if I can switch that to the one that's growth, but a lot of the public order at the moment is coming from the fact that there's armies here and the characters are here.
Ridiculous. Misguided. Unwise.
A lot of spearmen. Oh yeah, these guys are replenished really. Oh, he probably merged them actually, rather than replenished.
My dynasty.
I feel like this might be a bit of arrogance, but sort of I'm going in.
These wretches.
This is a weird army, but that's telling me it's relatively close. I can outrange him with these guys. So he's going to be and the Cascade of Souls. Just a quick save, not in case I lose, but in case it crashes or whatever.
To war for
And we will
Nebekara!
give this a go. I'm attacking them, the army that's outside the settlement. Doesn't make much of a difference. The only difference it will make is the fact I think the guys from the settlement will have to come in, and it won't be a garrison. There shouldn't be, because they only took it last turn, or in between my turn and theirs. So the army should be separated. So hopefully, in his arrogance, I can take him out one at a time. Like I said, I don't feel like I've got a lot of frontline infantry, but I've got 2 units of Ushabti. And plus I've got my characters as well, which tip the balance. Yeah, that magic will be fine. It's like outrange him actually. When I bloody wanted the wooded map, I didn't get it. Let's Cascade of Souls has a kind of a massive range. As long as I can shoot them straight away, I don't think the AI will think, because it obviously hasn't. Like, if I was playing this battle, I would probably deploy my guys over there and just wait until my guys can all come in together. And the AI does do that, but only when I think he only tends to do that if he thinks he really needs to. Let me deploy back here. I'd rather set up further back so that they're not hiding in the woods at all. Nah, it should be alright. Let's group you. Oh, these are the special unit. I don't know what makes them quite so different. They do less missile damage. Oh, but Shield Breaker. Minus 24 missile parry. Oh, brilliant. So, yeah, because shields provide a special bonus against rage attacks. So they do less damage overall, but they're better against shields. Armor piercing missiles. What does it say in there? Anti-infantry. Leadership, melee attack and defense. Oh, these seem to be slightly better in melee attack. Yeah, anyway. Let's get these on the front line. Let's group those 2 up so you get them to concentrate fire. And right, we'll add the king, the prince. I can't remember what skills he's got. It's replenish hit points. That's just on constructs, but plus 5% armor piercing damage and melee attack, missile resistance and armor. Yeah, okay. So I really want him to be more with Ushabti. I'll keep him in that group as well, you can stick with him. And my mage. Okay, should be alright. Okay, so they are coming towards me, which is good. Let's see what kind of damage these can do. Oh, 10 kills with that. I was going to say, but that wasn't even a very good hit. Let's try and attack this guy. Just because I feel like the splash damage is more likely to hit. I mean, they're going through the trees, so I might lose them a bit. Let me, in fact, move back. Because I don't want them hiding in the trees where I'm shooting them. Yeah, I want them to come fully out of the trees. Yeah, because I mean, they would be in range about now if I had stayed where I was. Let me try and get these guys to target the Sea Guard specifically. Oh my god! Wow! That did loads of damage. Well, let's go with those ones then. Right, they're starting to shoot me now, aren't they? Let's focus on one unit at a time. Yeah, these guys are going to take a bit of a hit, but you carry on focusing on their Sea Guard. Now they're about to run away. Right, and let's get these guys to charge. Oh, no, I didn't. I should have probably just charged them all individually. Let me group those two up. And oh, let's do a Spirit Leech on their Lord. Right, let's get these guys to attack these ones. I'll get you to start targeting those Sea Guards as well. Right. Less armor and weapon damage from these guys, which strips away pretty much all their armor. Let's get you to shoot at their lord as he's running away. Yeah, that's properly allowed them to go. Oh, are you not actually in combat there? Get these guys to form back in the line. It'd be nice to take him out completely. Doesn't matter, it's not, he's probably going to come back. Now they're going to have another lord here as well. Yeah, that guy's coming back, but should be alright. We'll focus on these. Oh, no, we want to do that on the bigger. Oh, it's weird. There's a weird graphical thing sometimes. It doesn't always show the whole area of effect. Oh wow, these guys are... Oh, he has come back.
My orders.
Wow, these guys are doing 113 kills from them. Let's get you to shoot the Lord again. Cool, the Lord's dead. Actually, move forward and just attack those guys and cause terror. They've got another Lord somewhere, I know it. Is that? Oh, it's this guy. Let's cast Spirit Leech on him then. Ah. Yeah, a lot of these look like they're going to rally again. In fact, let me just bring these guys back. Let's not overstretch ourselves. It's easy to sometimes think it's like, oh, they're all running away and just chase after them. But then, before you know it, your guys get isolated. Back here, we've got the cover of the archers. Yeah, I think I definitely want a couple of these guys in Khalida's army in the long term. Because they're really cool. Oh, they're completely out of ammo now. And if I'm not mistaken, I mean, they're bound to be pretty good in close combat, aren't they? What's their speed? 54 versus 35. Okay, let's just... Okay, I just wanted to see if it was worth chasing, and I'm gonna say it is. With some of them anyway. Okay, just those guys will go. These will continue to shoot. Nothing else. Is that my Khalida's normally pretty fast, so I often want to send her running off people, but I don't think many other people. It's just really the Ushabti, especially compared to like elves. Let's just speed it up. Oh. You shoot while moving. Or was that just the... No, I don't think they did. It was probably just the projectiles from the that thing. Okay, that should... I say that should do. Doesn't look like we're probably gonna struggle to really get too many more. It probably won't be worth it. Okay, starting to feel a little better now. Took a decent amount of damage, mind you. Or I say that only on these guys, which not exactly that big of a deal. So that army should be destroyed anyway, the initial army, because they were in march stance. So we just got 300 guys left in the garrison. Oh, maybe it was the other way around actually. No, it must have been. We killed 400 of the second army. Okay, yeah. It's so weird, you spend the first part of the game all with just skeletons who really struggle to kill anything. And then you get the construct and it's a whole different ballgame. 161 kills!
Restore Nehekara.
Wow! They're going in Khalida's army later. 161 kills, crazy man.